The Sacramento Kings, they felt the disrespect all throughout the week. They heard all the pundits and everyone talking about them, that they didn't stand a chance in this series against the defending champion Golden State Warriors. And you know what the Kings did tonight on national TV? They lit the beam for the whole world to see what they're made of. You just heard us talking about it. Let's take a look at these highlights to see how the game went down inside of Golden One Center. Now, of course, there were over 18,000 fans inside Golden One Center, of course, breaking records there to witness the I-80 series. And man, these fans showed up and they showed all the way out. From the opening tip, you could hear the energy inside of G1C. Now, not the best start for the Kings. They started 0-7 from behind three-point line. But you know who doesn't need to shoot threes? Domantas Sabonis. Domas had 10 points at the half. He also became the first Kings player with a double-double in the playoffs since Bonzi Wells did that back in 2006. And in the second quarter, Malik Monk came out hotter than a crock pot. My goodness. Now, earlier in the week, Monk said he wanted to punch the Warriors in the mouth. Well, that's exactly what he did. Monk had 15 points in the frame. He led all scorers with 15 at intermission. Warriors did have a 6-point lead at the half, but in the third quarter, it turned into the De'Aaron Fox and Trey Lyles show. Both combined for 24 points in the frame, 14 of those from Fox. Kings outscored the Warriors 36-29 in the quarter, into the fourth quarter, and you know Mr. Clutch, also known as that man De'Aaron Fox, was going to take control. He took matters into his own hands, literally, and put the team on his back. Fox had a game-high 38 points. Keep in mind, that is the highest point total for any Kings player in their playoff debut. The Sacramento Kings give it to the Golden State Warriors, the defending champ Golden State Warriors, on national TV in Game 1 of this playoff series, and they lit the beam.
I mean, it was deafening in there. It was extremely loud, and so you got to take your hat off to them because they brought it. They brought it for us tonight, and you can feel the energy. My son Elijah told me when he got to the building, he texted me right before the game. He said, "Dad, the energy in the air is unbelievable," and this is before tip-off. So, you know, I applaud our fans. We're going to need them to continue to be there for us night in, night out.
Truth be told, I actually thought it would be more Warriors fans in, because I've played them 4 times a year for the last 6 years, and I've seen it. But so I think Sacramento showed out tonight. I think it was Trey walked by and he was like, "Yo, this is the loudest arena that I've ever played in." And we've talked about that before. We know what this fan base is about and what they want to do. And
back out here at Golden One Center, it was absolutely deafening in here. I am standing about 2 inches away from my partner, Matt George. I can barely hear what he's saying. At any rate, Matt, what was one of the things that surprised you the most, or shall I say, really got you excited for the first half of this game?
Well, the reality is the Sacramento Kings should be feeling really good about the remainder of the series, not just because they went up 1-0, but they did it without having to explode offensively. I really thought that was going to be the way. They were going to play that historic offensive pace. They had the best offense in NBA history during the regular season, so we're going to see if the Sacramento Kings had to score at that rate in order for them to have a chance in this series. Excuse me, and offensively, it looked like the Sacramento Kings were in that position, especially in the third quarter. Golden State Warriors were rolling. They were up by 10 points in the third quarter. Sacramento Kings closed that third quarter on a massive 15-4 run to actually take a lead going into the fourth. They did that with Steph Curry on the bench. It was really important for them to win those minutes. Then they come in the fourth quarter, extend that lead a little bit. Curry and Klay Thompson come out firing, as we knew they will. Sacramento finds a way to hold on, a lot of it having to do with the big shot making of De'Aaron Fox. Get this, De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk scored a combined 70 points. This is both of their first ever playoff game. Talk about making a statement.
You know, they made a statement and then some, and I referenced what Malik Monk said earlier, actually just yesterday in practice. Malik Monk used these exact words. He said, "We gonna hit him in the mouth first." His exact words, and like the great Tupac Shakur once said, "Bomb first."